I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be the best. I mean, yeah, they can appreciate me. That would be nice. But that's not the end of the world, right? I know I did a good job. So, okay na ako dun. I do my best now. I don't know where will take me tomorrow.
How do you know that what you did today is the best?
Be patient. It would take time for you to get there. It's one thing for them to be happy, but it's another thing for them to have an unforgettable experience.
Why do you think it's important to go the extra mile? Like, not just do what you're paid for, but really give it all.
We just over-satisfy the client, and that's the marketing. So parang magiging buzz marketing siya. The client itself will post it, will share it to other people. Parang supercharged up word of mouth lang siya.
People will not remember what you gave them, but they will remember how you made them feel.
Kung yung fear mo is bigger than your why, ay baka that's not your calling. Your why should always be bigger than what's holding you back. You have to be uncomfortable. No one will be successful. No one will be great without discomfort. You ask yourself, why are you doing it?
Yeah, thanks for that. Now, when it comes to running a business and running it for a very long time, I'm sure there are ups and downs, right? And we talked about like ano yung value na you would say na pag meron ka nitong value na to, like hard work and humility, you'd be okay. Aside from like the opposite of those things, meron ka bang mga nakikita na parang mga values naman na parang or parang attitude, I could say, na pag na what makes a creative person or a person who wants to get into business not successful?
Okay, no offense to everyone, but I think a lot. First, from 19 years, what the things that I've encountered, no, I feel it's always it's the opposite of the humility part. If you feel that you deserve more, and then if you're not getting it, you get demotivated. Or okay, I don't want to work anymore, or I don't want to do that, or parang I deserve more respect, or like, I mean, if you always feel na you want more, but at the same time, yeah, maybe you do deserve. Sometimes you do deserve more, but not everyone will give it to you. So you have to accept na okay, this particular moment I will not get it, but I should still move on. I should still move forward. But if you feel bad and then you kind of miss opportunities because you feel bad, so that really curtails you a lot. So marami akong nakikita yan, like, sorry but like a lot of people are, pamurahan ng presyo, ganyan, like, pababaan ng presyo sa packages and everything, dapat hindi tayo ganyan sa wedding industry, whatever. Sa akin kasi parang, I mean, I can even give my services for free if I want to. No one can tell me that, di ba? Parang this is, if you think about it, if you look at the big picture, it's economics, right? So parang anyone can offer it for free if he needs the opportunity. He doesn't need the money.
Yeah.
So parang you cannot tell people that, you cannot complain about that, right? You're just going to like you're just going to like lose out in the end. So ang gagawin mo, pwede ka mag-overleave or galingan mo para babayaran ka. Yeah. So ako ganun. So ako, I always think na parang everything is fair game. So dapat, that's yun how you will make people like get you. So I guess that's very important for me. Parang just do what you think. I mean, you should know what you deserve. Or parang you should like not be affected by wanting more.
Yeah. I think it's the entitlement as well.
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Yun na yung term. Yeah. Some people feel they're entitled to more. So, yeah. And then if they don't get it, yun nga, parang it demotivates them. Yeah, sayang. Kung hindi kayo ganun, I mean, some people, you will advance faster and further.
Yeah. Yeah, because for you, I guess that's where the work also comes in. I'm not entitled, therefore I want to work more for it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the extra mile for it. But also, for me, that's the most fulfilling work. Right? Yung talagang alam mong binigay mo yung puso mo and then you get rewarded for it. Versus, like, good things, pero it was just handed to you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. So, kaya nga, parang sana, sarili mo na lang, parang you know for yourself na, okay, I did a good job. I mean, yeah, they can appreciate me, that would be nice, but that's not the end of the world, right? I know I did a good job, so okay na ako dun. Parang, kasi if you do it for money, if you do it for appreciation, di mo kasi controlled yun eh.
Yeah.
Diba? So yeah, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. And just to add, Alex, I think one of our values in Metrofruto is discipline eh. So, I mean, discipline is a very important thing. So, parang kagaya niyan, if you feel that you're down, you have to be disciplined enough to like move forward, right? So, parang if you think you want to do a shortcut with this work kasi madali lang, you have to be disciplined to do everything. So, discipline is a big thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can attest to that. Like I've experienced Marion. Again, sinabi rin namin to ni Yani na really high praise for that guy. Kasi
Thank you.
I really felt the energy. It was like 6 from 2 when we started up until alas 6 when we ended. Talagang ano pa rin siya, like, let's do this. Kami na yung parang, okay na kami. But the heart is like
I love that.
there. Na parang, alam mo yun, na extra mile talaga.
Yeah.
And you've always been mentioning it as well. I wanna know more about what are your thoughts on that? Like, why do you think it's important to go the extra mile to like not just do what you're paid for, but really give it all for what does that mean for you guys?
I do before I was doing workshops. I was teaching this particular this divisional topic. No, it's about how do you create there's a term for it. How do you create it's not followers. Or like what do you call basta sa religion? How they follow like a certain
Cult, para cult,
right?
yeah,
So the brand should be like that, diba? How
okay.
I read this book about how what do you call that? Harley Davidson fans, they put tattoos of the brand, diba? That's how devoted they are to the brand, no? And why is it like, how do you create a brand like that? And I think that's one of it, no? Parang you have to like make sure that they cannot believe that they just experienced that. So it's one thing for them to be happy, but it's another thing for them to have an unforgettable experience. And for me, di kasi ako magaling sa marketing sa totoo lang Parang sabi nila, Metrophoto, magaling sa marketing yan kasi parang but really, ang ginagawa lang namin, we just oversatisfy the client and that's the marketing. So parang magiging buzz marketing siya. The client itself will post it, will share it to other people. Yun lang. Parang supercharged up word of mouth lang siya. Parang ganun. Ganun. Yeah.
I love that. Now, if you do the work properly and you go the extra mile, automatically they will do the marketing for you.
Yeah, they will tell you. Parang iba yung sabi ko, parang kunyari may kakilala kang ikakasal, iba yung tatanungin mo siya, sinong photographer mo? Di ba? Metrophoto. Iba yung parang, wait, kakasal ka? Metrophoto, baliktad. Ikaw na yung mag-volunteer, yung kliyente namin kasi sobrang yung tuwa. Hindi na siya tatanungin. So, that's what you wanna get as much as possible, of course. So, yeah, I mean, if we can, hindi mahirap yun, but that's always the goal. Hindi naman ko naman sabi ginagawa namin palagi, but that's the goal, yeah.
Yeah. And ako personally, again, I can attest to that. I've experienced that. So kudos to you. And I think
thank you.
That's also
so happy to know that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also something that I'm always telling, the people in our team na we give it all. Na parang there's quote na people will not remember what you gave them, but they will remember how you made them feel.
Exactly. Galing nun. Yeah.
Parang ganun, right?
Galing.
So yeah, thank you so much. I'm super enjoying this. I have so many
Me too,
questions. But I think another question that I would have is, let's say, kasi sa business na to, although yes, it's like photography, I do believe na pag service-based business ka, you're more in the relationship business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think kaya rin na-refer ka rin sa amin before. Alam mo, andaling kasi for me, you're such a light person na parang andaling makabuild ng relationship with you. My question is, like, if there are people who have no connections, but they want to start building their relationships, their connections, their portfolio, their network, what's the number one piece of advice that you would have for them?
Be patient. Yeah. When I started, like, hindi naman ako, I didn't come from a moneyed market So, middle class, UP kasi ako. So, yeah. So, yung mga kakilala ko ikakasal, hindi rin like, no offense, but di bongga, di ba? Hindi ganun. So, before I was really, it frustrates me. Like, feeling ko ang galing kong photographer, ang galing ng business namin. But why aren't we getting these clients that are really like, the better ones are like the mga bongga. Suppose you want like really high-end clients, diba? Or like because I realized later on, because they're not my network, they don't even know me. Like, and these things you have to, especially if you did not come from this network, it would take time for you to get there. So, swerte, it's fortunate if you come from there. But if not, you have to, ngayon mas madali, may social media, mas maraming ways to meet people. So, you have to be patient lang. Eventually, you will get there. Now, how soon you get there will depend on you, di ba? Parang yun na nga, every opportunity, every client is an opportunity to get another client, a bigger client, di ba? So, kung si client A is, ang expectation niya or ang profile niya is, chill lang ako, middle lang ang gusto kong i-achieve na service, di ba? And you give that, you will get those types of clients, middle. But if you give this, middle expectation lang siya, but binigyan mo siya ng like level A, like top tier product, magugulat siya dun. And you will attract top tier clients. So, yun. If you keep giving like, kaya yun din, same thing. You always do above and beyond. Eventually, above and beyond are the clients that want that, di ba? Like really, like clients that are, that have the money, that will give you better, even more network or better network. So yeah, I think ganun lang. Parang, hindi naman siya di ba? I mean, it's just logic. Diba? We just have to execute. Mahirap lang siya execute, but it's just logic. Yeah.
Very logical ang
Diba?
approach.
It
diba?
works. It works.
It works. No, I do agree 100% kasi, like for example, even if hindi ka directly mag-benefit dun sa relationship na yon, pero you go above and beyond, people will see. Like, ang ganda, and hindi mo lang ma-attract yung mga like same level, yung mga upper level, sila pa yung mas uy, sino yan?
Kasi yan, exactly. Identify sila dun sa product mo or sa service mo kasi, wait, level ko yan, taste ko yan, parang ganyan.
Yeah, so it's, for me, what I'm getting is that it really needs to be like a self-work or an inner work, or you work on yourself. Like, you level up yourself. It's not just going through to this mga parties, mga events to like network. Like, you really put in the work to level up yourself so that ma-attract
sabay, kasi if you meet them and you're not like ready yet, if you're not that provider yet for them, hindi ka rin nila, di ba, kukunin, di ba?
Yeah. I love it. Guys, if you're like, if you don't have any clients in any kind of business that you have, I think that's a really, really good advice. Like, really go above and beyond and just master the work. Kasi for sure, definitely, people will notice it. One way or another, I believe that personally. Like, the universe sees everything. Like, God sees everything. God is fair. Like, if you put in the work, kahit hindi ka dyan makakuha ng malaking tip, someone else will notice.
Yes. Eventually, it'll all work out. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask, and this is something that I also ask like mga guests dito sa show. Did you believe that you would be this successful early on? Did you have that belief na parang I'll make this happen, whatever it takes? Like, I'm curious. Did you see this happening, or was it more of like, I don't know, like hindi mo siya in-expect?
No. The type of personality that I have is that I don't like, paano ba? I don't para project so much into the future. So ako parang I really didn't know. What I always parang say is that I do my best now. I don't know where will take me tomorrow. So I will be satisfied with that. So kanya, I do my best now, and tomorrow hindi ako naging sobrang successful. I can live with that. Hindi ako mag-expect ng malaki kasi that's all I have. Now, if I do my best now and tomorrow I suddenly become so successful, okay, I still also deserve that. I feel lang na parang you setting goals curtails you eh. What if I say na, okay, ang goal ko tomorrow is to have 2 clients. Pag naka 2 na ako, happy na ako. But I can do 5, I can do 10. It depends eh. Just do your best now. I don't know how much client I will get tomorrow. Yeah. So that's how I approach it. So if you're asking, did I project myself to be this successful? Yes and no. Yeah, I didn't know I could have, but parang it was solely based on me doing what I thought was the best during those previous days.
Yeah. So parang you were at peace with yourself na you be successful, you won't be successful, you don't care kasi you gave your best.
Yeah, logic will logic will tell me if I choose the best option out of this 3, this is parang yun na yun. Parang probability lang lahat. Pwede sure ball naman. I mean, hindi siya sobrang sure ball, but somehow pwede na.
Okay.
Diba? Yeah.
For someone who has a very competitive nature, and you're always going for the best, how do you know that what you did today is the best?
It's number one, of course, is it's self-awareness, no? Parang alam mo din dapat anong capable, nagpahinga ka ba or meron ka pa ba dapat na nagawa. So if you know that was the best you could do based on I guess what you already know, parang yan, or what you've done before, you know that na you would know na parang okay, I could have done better yesterday or I could have done this. And I think yun din yun. If you also fail today, if you miss something today, it's learning from it eh. Yun na rin pambawi mo. Okay, hindi ko siya nagawa kahapon. So, or parang na-miss namin to client na to, parang ganyan. Or parang, we could have done this for marketing. That's a missed opportunity. We didn't do our best there. It's okay. The only way you can make up for it is you learn from it. Okay, next time, di na mangyayari. Kailangan ganito na. So, yun. It's like that.
Yeah. I love it. So, you either do your best, matulog ka na mahimbing kasi you did your best, or if not, you learn from it.
You learn from it.
You move forward.
Move forward, yeah. Definitely. Yun nga, motivate ka. Always go lang. Go lang. Parang, it's not the end of the world. Pero dapat, yun lang. Dapat matututo ka. Kapag inulit mo ulit, medyo hindi na okay yun. So parang, that's the only way you can sleep again at night. Kasi okay, I learned from it. Hindi na mauulit yun. Parang competitive.
Competitive talaga. Was there a time that your personal, curious lang talaga ako. Was there a time na, kasi for some yung competitive nature mo, it's a good thing, like in business and all. Was there a time that it got the best of you na parang, I don't know, is there like a bad side to the competitive side of you?
Absolutely. When I was starting out, I feel na, well, I think a lot of people naman know, but I was very competitive eh. Parang I feel na parang, everything, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be the best. So that's kind of like before. I guess it's part maturity then before. I mean, I didn't feel mature yet. I wasn't mature yet during that time. So you just feel na parang everything can be done according to how you want it. Parang inconsiderate ka. Gusto mo lang parang the way yung gusto mo na maging best ka, gusto mo magaling ka lang, gusto mo panalo ka lang palagi. So you do everything. You don't really care like what will other people feel, ganyan, or who are you like offending. Yeah. And then you learn it. You learn from it. So yun lang. But that's why right now I tell people parang, kasi wala akong mentor. I learn everything by myself lang. Parang self. I feel right now, if I give like anyone here an advice on how to really like jumpstart everything, aside from everything that I said, is you should get a mentor. A mentor have gone through a lot. A mentor have gone through everything, no? So you don't have to reinvent wheels. You just parang, di ba, improve it. Parang from based on how he did it. Parang ganyan. So, yun. I mean, if I had a mentor, it would have been better. So,
I agree, 100%. Mentorship, very, very helpful. So do you have a mentor now?
Yeah, I did have a couple of mentors na. So, that helped me. So, I really like that. So,
ano yung mga biggest lessons na napasa sa'yo ng mentor mo or naturo sa'yo ng mentor mo?
I guess yun nga. I guess sometimes people don't tell you like things that you don't want to hear, di ba? Sometimes. So, they give you like the hard truths. Parang yun, those things. Parang, you can be patient. You can be more patient in this field or this aspect, sabihin sa'yo, ganyan. And then, parang, or minsan din parang, it also tells you na, your goals can be bigger. Things like that. So, a lot of things na parang because we don't know everything naman, di ba? So, hindi mo alam. Kala mo, alam mo na. Pero hindi naman. So, this mentor parang gives you parang, makes you like just see a lot, you see the world bigger, in a bigger way, in a better way. So,
Thank you so much.
Well, I learned that, just to add, like, I learned that also when I was doing painting. When I was learning painting during the pandemic. I had a mentor from, Patreon. I learned painting so fast because I had a mentor.
The Patreon website?
Yeah. Huh? So parang, I will paint and then we will check it like twice a week. We will check it. He will tell me, the strokes are like this, and then I'll paint again. Of course, I'm doing the hard work, but he's telling me like this way, that way, which it would have taken me years to probably learn by myself. Yun, so parang ganun. So I learned like really fast. So those things,
That's crazy. Ang galing. Okay. So, you can find it sa Patreon online mentors.
Painter. Sobrang
sobrang
sulit.
Okay. you mentioned you did painting. You're doing painting. And kanina pinag-usapan natin that you're also holding wine classes.
Yeah.
So for me, your brand, Oli Ruiz, you just expanded and you're now doing a lot of businesses, not just with the photo, but now with the wine. And you also have suits, right?
Well, yeah, I work with a brand, so
You
they
work with
get me to
brands.
like wear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, kasi parang again, the style and everything,
Yeah.
but you're just really expanding yourself na hindi ka lang for photography. What's the mindset behind that? Now, why you keep on like pursuing all these things?
I feel that I just want to make the most out of like my time. I mean, however my time here is. So parang with photography, I feel that again, di logic ko to, or in-analyze ko. So, no matter if I spend, let's say, 1,000 hours learning photography now, wala na akong masyado matututunan kasi I've learned it. So, I'm gonna use it 1,000 hours to do another thing. So, yun parang sayang na yung oras. So, that's me being efficient with my life, with my time. No?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, why did I do wines? Well, yung wines, medyo naman siya, medyo, what do you call that? In a way, na-expose naman ako doon, but choosing it is because I feel that I learned but I feel there are not so many wine players in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So parang nahirapan ako maghanap ng wine classes. So sabi ko, there's an opportunity there. So I learned wines because I feel na parang my 1,000 hours will be worth 5,000 hours because there aren't so many like people yet. So pinili ko yung logic. Again, it's logic. So
yeah. And guys, if you guys are interested in learning about wine, we'll definitely put out the links down below so you guys can check it out.
Thank you. I do hold wine class, and right now, another thing that I do is I'm a sort of a wine director for a restaurant, so I curate wines for them.
But how does a wine director work?
So if you're, for example, like you're gonna put up a restaurant, right? In the Philippines, there are so many like amazing chefs, right? So a lot of restaurants are being put up. Of course, chef will be focused on the food. Now you will need a wine for that, like a wine program for that. So I'll be taking care of that. We would put up the wine training for your staff, the wine list that will go with your food, how the wines are going to be set up, everything. So yeah, the suppliers, everything. So yeah.
Ang galing. So parang there's a whole business behind it.
Yeah. So yeah, yun na din yung umaandar na.
Craft din.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's hopefully later on. If you think about it, when photographers have a time limit naman, we cannot shoot until we're like old. We're not like golfers na pag tumatanda ka, gumagaling ka. So, or doctors. Pag wedding photographer ka, meron talagang limit. Parang may cap yun.
Yeah.
You cannot be 60 and shooting weddings. Yeah. Maybe meron pa din, but yeah. So parang hindi na madami. So yeah, that's me like looking for another thing. So hopefully wines will be up until we'll take some time before
Yeah, we'll manifest that. We'll pray for the growth and the success of the wine business that you have. Yeah. I am personally excited to attend one of your wine classes.
There, guys. Yes.
Kasi yan ang isang bagay na parang tinalikuran ko na. Pero trip ko talaga siya before dahil hindi ko pala, I think I talked about it before na sa podcast. Parang dati nagbenta ako ng alak ng pandemic. Kasi di ba, pandemic, nagsara yung mga bars, mga pubs, so wala. So parang alam mo yung boozy, parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Gumawa ako ng gano'n sa province namin. So nagbenta ako ng alak. Also wine. So I wanted to learn about it. Pero hindi ko na siya na but yeah, I'm super excited.
Wow, it's very interesting that you did that, ha?
Yeah.
Sayang pala.
Hindi yung calling ko eh. For me, it was more of like the content. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for you and congratulations for everything.
Thank you. I mean, definitely. Thank you, Alan.
Yeah, and thank you again for saying yes to this podcast. I'm so enjoying this podcast session. Feel ko marami tayong pwedeng pag-usapan.
Pwede tayong maghapon dito.
Daldal lang tayo.
But thank you. I appreciate your time. Yeah.
I know for a fact that there are a lot of people who's gonna listen to this and they might be in the corporate setup or they're new into the creative or maybe in the business scene. And they're hearing this, they get motivated, they get inspired. So I just really want to say thank you so much for saying yes to this and inspiring my audience for your story.
Thank you, Alec, and thank you for those who are listening or those who will listen. Yeah, I hope you get something out of it. These are just really like real life experiences that I accumulated for the past like 19 years of like doing Metro Photo.
Yeah. And I want to ask you, maybe one of my final questions. If there's someone out there who is starting and they currently feel lost and they don't know how to push forward, how to get motivated, how to, really push themselves to go after their dreams or to go after their hunch or maybe to go after the most logical sense. Because I before I get into that, parang a lot of people, if they're becoming logical about it, fear gets in the way, right? Na parang, even if you play it out na, this is the best option, like fear just stands in front of them and pinipigilan talaga sila. What's your number one piece of advice for people who are scared but they know they want to do certain things and they want to grow in certain areas?
Maybe you can always go back to you ask yourself, why are you doing it? So I hope that reason will so somehow neutralize that fear, no? Parang if you're doing it for a very good year for your family or for something for your life, I feel na parang it will neutralize the fear, no? Kasi ano naman yung why mo. Di mo na siya I think that's one way you should that's one way you can approach it.
Yeah.
And another thing is maybe hirap din, no? Kasi parang gagawin ko lang talaga siya. so parang, gagawin ko lang talaga siya. So parang ngayon, pag may nagtanong pa sa akin, parang, may mentor, ako yung mentor mo, sabi mo, hindi natatakot kasi ako, parang hindi ko siya magawa eh. Gawin mo lang. Yeah. But really, I mean, ba't mo ba siya gustong gawin? Gusto mo maging magaling? Sa part natin nakita, ba't mo ba gustong i-accomplish? Gusto mo ba maging magaling? Gusto mo bang yumaman? Ano ba yung gusto mong reason or gusto mo mag-provide sa family mo? Kailangan mo siyang gawin. So parang I think ganun parang why do you want to do it? And then focus on that. Kung yung fear mo is bigger than your why, ay baka that's not your calling. Diba? But your why should always be bigger than what you're diba? What's holding you back? Yeah.
Grabe. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like go for it. Don't let fear stop you. Like make your why bigger than your fears.
Yes, definitely.
So para alam mo yun, and just do it. Because I think the more that you do it, also dun mas mawawala yung fear eh.
Yes, definitely.
Diba?
Yeah. And you have to be uncomfortable eh. No one will be successful. No one will be great without discomfort. I just read this book actually a couple of months back. Your Full Potential. Parang all the people who are great, they are comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah.
And that's the same with you. Like, you're really good at putting yourself in these uncomfortable
situations. Yeah. Masasanay. Tama ka. Masasanay ka di ba? So, medyo sanay ka. Then yun, gagaling ka rin, di ba? Sa pagiging uncomfortable. So, yeah, ganun lang siya. We have to really be, you have to face it lang.
Yeah. Ollie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Alec.
Thank you so much for blessing us with your wisdom.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for so much for all the truth bombs.
Yeah, very candid. Yeah.
Very candid motivation that you're sharing with us. Thank you for your life.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. And for everyone who's still listening, thank you so much. And if you like any of the things that we've shared, go ahead, comment it down below or maybe share it on your social media. Don't forget to tag us. I'll link all of Ollie's businesses and social media links down below so you can check him out dahil for sure may inspire din kayo. And of course, maybe makasama rin namin kayo sa mga wine classes in the future.
Yes,
and but yeah, thank you so much for staying up until the end. And you guys are the reason why we keep doing this episode. So thank you. And yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with huge impact. And I'll see you guys next episode. Bye-bye. Peace.
Bye.